Hi there. Very good morning and good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This is Simply Stocks, and I'm live in this live coverage here on YouTube. In this live session, very good afternoon to all of you, and hopefully you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon, and the trading and investment is going out well. Well, after Thursday, there hasn't been any session in the market as yet, so there have been three holidays because of the Shera and so on and so forth. So we'll discuss about one of the results that have come out, that is DMart, and we'll also talk about one of the companies in the mid cap segment, which could become large cap going ahead. So hopefully we'll discuss these 2 points and answer your queries as well. So let more people join in. As it's a Sunday afternoon, I hope more people will join in. Another announcement I want to make is that those who were uh, having trouble using their credit cards on Patreon, they'll be able to do it now. Many have renewed their membership on Patreon. You can do that and avail the benefits straight away from there rather than going through the route of YouTube. So I think the credit card would work. Whatever cards were working for you will work on Patreon again. I think things have been resolved. So kindly take a call there. And if you have taken YouTube membership, probably from next month, you can take the Patreon membership straight away if you are shifted to YouTube. So those who were having trouble using their cards on Patreon will be able to make payments from now on in. So kindly check that out. If you are facing trouble still, kindly do let me know with a message. Also, you can get the YouTube membership, as I've explained. So around 60 members, we are already having a family of over 60 on YouTube, which is very good and very encouraging for me. So I hope you like the perks that I am providing there. The watch list has been updated today again. So kindly avail all the benefits there, and you can ask me any queries there. So become a member on YouTube. It is very, very similar to what Patreon is. And in fact, you'll be having one live session exclusively for members every Friday on YouTube. So that's an extra perk that you have for the extra money that you'll be paying me or paying altogether through to YouTube with that membership. So you can become a member on YouTube as well if you're not able to get through Patreon. So that's said and done. You can use the super chat, super sticker feature to ask me queries even now, and I'll answer immediately, uh, withholding my discussion on the stocks that I'm going to discuss now. So hopefully more people will join in. I'm expecting more than 100 this time around. Uh, in this live session, and things get going. So at this point of time, what I can say is that first of all, just talking about the markets, 18,300 is upon us. uh, on the Thursday's live session, I did discuss that how 21,000 and even beyond is possible. In fact, over 40,000 on the Nifty is possible over the next 5 6 years. But there will be declines, and I have a fear that the decline could be very nearby. We could see that just before Diwali or just after Diwali, and the decline would be between 8 to 12% on the Nifty, maybe 20 25% on your mid cap stocks. But those who are invested for more than 2 3 years, who want to invest and take out money by 2024 or so, need not worry. I think these opportunities will only help you uh, if you have the money to increase the holding in the stocks that you have already held upon, or if you are looking to probably looking at a shorter term time frame, yes, and if you're making money on a short term basis, you can do that. I mean, on the short term basis, you can do that by booking profits at this point of time. Narayan, if you want that $100 membership, then kindly just go to the Patreon site and click on the membership and take the yearly membership. You will have to pay $100. That's it, and you'll get the 1 year membership. You'll be able to get it. Now the cards are working. So if you have an international credit card, you have an Indian credit card that works for the site, you'll be able to pay $100 straight away. And if you're not able to, kindly do email me. All right. And if other people are also not able to take that yearly membership, do email me in that case. All right. So, in my opinion, the markets might go towards 17,000, 17,300. That would be some level where there's immense support. So, there could be a 5 6% decline in the market that is possible, probably in the next 1 month or so. But then again, the party should continue, and we are looking at 21,000 by March. So, in the next 5 6 months, I'm looking at 21,000 on the Nifty. All right, guys. So just beginning with the session, I want to talk to you about DMart. DMart came out with results, and outstandingly, they have come out with 110% profit growth year on year, and a very good 35-40% sales growth. So as expected, and as was envisaged by many of the large investors, or you can say brokerage firms, it has come out with above expectation results. I will not be surprised if the stock is in green tomorrow, and the stock marches towards 6,000, but I think there will be some amount of selling at that point of time. So those who are invested in DMart from 4,000 levels, 3,500, 4,800 levels, the results are pretty good. And stay for the next 2 3 years, I think the stock may head towards 8,000, 8,500 in the next couple of years. I think things are looking only up for all the you can say malls, retail companies, etc. And DMart would be the leader in this space, so would continue to do well. So I think these numbers only gives me confidence that the real economy, or the economy on the ground, is going to do extremely well over the next at least 1.5 years, and then we'll take it from there. So FY23 numbers would be pretty good. I'm expecting 860 rupees, 850, 860 rupees EPS for the Nifty by FY23. And taking that into consideration, we are looking at 2021 times earnings right now of the market. Maybe even 900 rupees would come out. So if the earnings really expand in that manner, uh, then the market is headed towards 21,000. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because the market is always uh, 1.5 years ahead, and that's why the bull run that is taking place in the market. So DMart is a buy at 47, 4,800. I won't say it's a fresh buy now, but it's a hold for those who have bought earlier, even at 4,000, 4,200 levels. The results are absolutely fabulous, and this is just the beginning of a string of results that should come out from the company. The second stock, and a stock pick from my side for all of you from a long term point of view, is in the footwear space, and this is Bata. I have been talking about Bata from the 1,400, 1,500 levels, and people did talk about Relaxo doing well, Mirza International doing well, and other companies. But Bata has again shown through, and look at now the movement in the stock that is beyond 2,000. Uh, I was expecting 2000 on the stock by March 2022. It has come early. I think now the stock will only rise higher, and I believe that there is a good 40% upside, at least a 40% upside that is possible over the next 18 months in the stock. So by the end of 2022, I see the stock closer to 3,000. The biggest reason for that is that the schools will open up in earnest. They have opened up, but it completely should open up by Jan of this year or so. Sorry, Jan of next year. So in 2 3 months time. So next financial year for the or academic year uh, for Bata would be magnificent, and there will be plethora of buying of new shoes that would take place, because for the last 2 years students have not gone to school. So there would be definitely a huge need for new shoes, etc., and other kind of products. So Bata is something that could be looked at closer to 2000, 1950. If there is a decline, you can buy now as well. or on certain declines, and just hold on to it for 18 months, a 40% upside, 40 to 45% upside over the next 1.5 years. Pretty much possible even earlier than that. And this is a safer, you can say, company to invest into. It is a mid cap at the moment, but it has all the potential to be something like a large cap. So this is one stock that you need to keep a definite eye on. Oritra, thanks for your contribution. Where do you see IEX in the next few months? I think it would fall. Um, I think even IRCTC, and a disclaimer, I have the stock, something like IEX, something like Dixon, something of this sort, something in the online space, whatever companies you talk about, Easy Trip. I think there is an imminent decline possible in the next 3 months in all these stocks in the market itself. So I don't see that in the next 3 months this will just continue to go up. So probably at the same level, or after a decline coming back to the same level by February. That's what I see. But the Nifty should continue to march higher. And then by the time, say, March, or say end of January, early February till March end, you will see these stocks even higher. So if you ask me, in 6 months' time, they will be even higher. But in 3 months' time, in the next 2 3 months, I see some correction in all the stocks and across the market, maybe 8 to 10%. So that's why I'm saying that it's better to probably book profits at this point of time. For those who are short-term traders who wanted a trade of 3 to 6 months, these are very good levels to book profits, sit on cash. For those who are here for more than 1.5 years, 18 months or more than that, then they need not worry. I think there will be a shallow correction of 8, 10%, 5 to 10% in the market, 20% on the small caps. And then the story should continue and we should march even higher from here. All right, so Bata is my pick. I think there's a definite chance that the stock should perform even more, and the kind of you can say movement on the charts that I'm seeing, I see a major breakout over the next 6 months towards that 26 2700 levels, and over 1 year towards 3000. So that's something to look at. Your stop loss is closer to 1700, but your target is closer to 3000. Shri Vignesh, thanks for your contribution. Which is the Asian paint in IT sector? Well, this is a difficult one. I think Tata Elxsi is something that will just continue to grow with the kind of business that it has. So it's a close call between Tata Elxsi and L&T Infotech. I still believe that they have a long way to go from here on in. If somebody who can invest, say, from a 6, 8, 10 years time frame, these two, they can split the money into these two. These two companies look extremely good. Happiest Minds, a disclaimer I have, that is going that way, but I'm not sure I can say that at this point of time. I need to look at 1 year results more, next 4 quarters, where there is more pressure with attrition rate, etc., other costs, and then I would be able to talk about that. But I think L&T Infotech and Tata Elxsi is going in that manner. uh, Srivastav, I would say invest into these kind of companies that I have talked about. An Asian Paints, a Pidilite, Tata Elxsi, L&T Infotech, Bata. These are pretty good companies to get into. You can pick from these. You can pick from any larger companies like Nestle, etc., which have performed extremely well. Or if the stock price per se is big, then you can look at an HUL. I mean, look at larger companies. Large, by large, I mean more than 50, 60,000 crore market cap company. They will just keep you safe and give you good 15 to 20% CAGR. So these are good companies to probably get into, and you can pick from these or even from others. So if you want detailed, you can say discussion on this fact and on this point, you join the membership and you'll be able to know about the watch list part and etc. and other things as well. But larger companies, big brands will make you money over a long term. All right. So now I'm ready to answer your queries. Kindly use super chat, super sticker feature that will help me grow the channel. That will help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Also, kindly do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon and do subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything just to subscribe to the channel. I hope you do that. All right. Reliance for next 5 years, it's a doubler, more than a doubler from even from here. So I see 6,000 on the stock over the next 5 years on Reliance. It's a buy, but if you get a chance to buy it closer to 2,600 or 2,550, that would be better rather than buying immediately now. So you can probably divide the money into that way. I don't have a view on K-Sols. Need to analyze and only then talk to you about it, or Vijay Solvix for that matter. I won't say get into IB real estate. I think in the real estate, there's Sobha Developers, there's Godrej Properties, there's Prestige Estate. Those are better companies to get into. Kaplan Point is a very good pharma company. I have been talking about it from 400, 500 levels. You would have seen my videos, but now it has run up. I still feel there's a long way to go in the long term on the stock. I won't say Indoco Remedies. I think they are the better pharma companies that are available. Colgate is not moving because Colgate always gives you 15-16% CAGR, and that will be something that will be given to you. In fact, staple FMCG companies may not give you very huge returns because this is a risk on environment that is going on. People are looking to buy into real estate infrastructure and high risk like metals, etc. So I think these kind of companies may struggle for the next couple of years. Infosys on a swing basis, I don't know, but I would say don't do that because the move has taken place, so there could be some amount of selling in the short term. I cannot name the shares, so I've already named a few, so you can pick from there. I cannot categorically name that you need to buy these and these not and all that. Endurance has moved up, so 1000 1100 has become 1800. But if you have patience of 3 to 4 years, even these levels are good. I think it's a doubler over 3 to 4 years. I think the auto cycle and auto ancillary cycle should be between 2 3 years from now, and I think we are on the cusp of a major automobile upswing cycle for the next 3 years. A previous Denpro 3 year target, I would say at least double from here. So I think 600 is something that you can probably look at. A disclaimer, I have the stock. So 600 is a 3 year target, a conservative target that I have. I cannot say, see, in the smaller companies, it is extremely difficult to say how the returns will be. What you have to do is if you have picked something and something can be big, you have to sit through it, whether 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. If you think it can be 5, 6, 8x, 10x, then you have to sit through it. For example, Kilpest, I have always been talking about. Even from 380, 400 levels, I believe that it is a good 5, 6 bagger. So I truly believe it will take time. I don't know how much time it will take, but it will head towards 2,500, 2,000, 2,500. Similarly, in a very similar vein, this company's previous Denpro, and I'll make a video soon about it, uh, having a 40% net profit growth and a 20-25% sales growth continuously, and such a small company, it should also be 7 8x over the next 5 6 years or even longer, but it will give you very decent returns. Shri Vignesh, thanks for your contribution. Divi's or Loris Lab, Dr. Reddy's for next six. I think all three. I cannot pick one. I think Loris looks good after the consolidation. It's breaking out. These are 650, 660, very good levels. It has been consolidating for a while. It's headed towards 1300 over the next 2 3 years. But Divi's and Dr. Reddy's are leaders in this space. You cannot leave them aside if you want to invest into pharmaceuticals. Camps is a buy, yes. Camps is a buy. Any level below 3000 and any level that is closer to even 3200, it's a buy. The consolidation phase looks like being over, so it's a buy at these levels. I think DMart should do well on the result basis, if you ask me, Sally. So In my opinion, DMart with the kind of results it has come out with, I think 6,000 is very much possible on the short term basis on DMart. I want to get into Anthony Waste at this point of time. If you really want to look into waste management and water treatment, etc., VA Tech, Webec, Ion Exchange, these are good companies to get into rather than getting into Anthony Waste, probably. Yes, I think Mastech there is steam left. The results will be out soon. I think today, tomorrow. I think in a few days' time, results would be out. I think it is headed towards 4,200 over the next 1 year. I won't say how much in the short run, but over the next 1 year, we could see 4,200 on Mastech. Okay, Avanti Feeds is a decent company. So one thing I want to say about this space is that once export really opens up, once global exports open and everything looks normal, I think these companies like Avanti Feeds, Garware Tech, which makes ropes, wires, etc., these companies should do well. But again, you need to look at valuations, and it depends. Now we'll have to see how the market gives valuations to such companies. Bata, I have talked about in detail, Taban, so you can reverse the tape and you can listen to that about Bata. Organics is good. SRF is good in this space. Before more people ask me about it, Bharat Rasayan, SRF, Lakshmi Organics, Vineti Organics. These are very decent companies in the chemical space. But my favorite of all is Pidilite, and people don't understand. It's not just a Fevicol play. It's a big play on consumption all throughout, whether chemicals, Fevicol, or especially specialty chemicals, etc. So I think Pidilite is also a big play even now at these valuations. Whirlpool looks good for 3,000. I think on a slight decline towards 2,200, 2,250, it can be bought. Very bullish on this space, consumer, you can say goods, white goods, and I think Whirlpool should do well in the next 1 year, year and a half. Navin Fluorine, even a good buy at these levels on declines to 2,200, even greater, even better buy. Borosil, I have not looked at it lately, so I cannot comment on that. Tata Power is a very, very decent company, but it was a buy at 50, 60, 70, 80. Now at 200, 220, I won't say you get in. So all these kind of companies that have run up over the last 1 month, 2 months, that have run up a lot, don't chase them. Don't chase them. Let them either consolidate or decline sharply and then get in. Something like an IRCTC would be much better to buy at 46, 4700 than at 5700 if it goes there. So anything that you're looking at which have gone up vertically, eh, buy them at a 40% decline. Santosh, very, very positive and bullish on SHIL. Disclaimer, I have the stock, I have increased stake in that. And I believe that with the larger investors getting in, then Madhusudan Kela getting in with an FII, as a FII stake, and then even Ashish Kacholia getting in the last quarter at the end of September. I think over 4 years it should easily double, may go to I think 1,000, even more than that. I think 1,000, 1,100 possible on SHIL. Really cannot tell you targets because I need to look at numbers from FY23, not even from the next 2 quarters. So in this smaller company, any small cap company, it's very difficult to say a target because if numbers really shoot up, you could see those targets met in 6 months, and if numbers doesn't come and they are average in nature, the numbers will come later on. So the move could be back ended at the end of the fourth year. So cannot say specific target, but yes, for sure double from here. All right. So, all right, guys, thank you. Thanks a lot for being online, and we'll be online again on Thursday. For those who want exclusive access to live sessions, then get onto YouTube, become a member there. So, become a premium member on YouTube with hitting the join button. That will give you apart from all benefits of Patreon. Uh, one session every week on Friday, which will be one on one with the members. All right, thank you. Kindly do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my video straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot.